Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Sue, your East Oakland advocate. Well, the city of Oakland is in a real state of chaos right now because last month, city terminated our new mayor, Sheng Thao, terminated the homeless administrator for the city of Oakland. That was Daniel Cooper. Daniel Cooper plays a very important role here for affordable housing and helping our homeless families off the street and into housing. And so because of what Mayor Sheng Thao has done, we are now in jeopardy of losing a very successful program that helps the homeless folks, especially those in West Oakland. And I bring this up because I myself am currently still a person that they're considering to put into this program here in Oakland, and it is at the Lake Merritt Lodge here in Oakland, down next to the Essex condominium, and it's a older hotel that has been around a long time. I remember this hotel. I actually been in it many times because I lived right next door at the Essex for 2 years, and my wife and I at the time would go and eat at the Lake Merritt restaurant right there at the lodge, and so I'm very familiar with this. And it was a program that before it became a program for the city of Oakland, it was another program that assisted those struggling on the streets and with addictions. And so the company, or the nonprofit that ran it before, was Camco, KAMCO housing. And so it was transitional housing back then. And then Oakland got involved. And then also for a while, they were trying to purchase the Lake Merritt Lodge. And I know about this because it came up again in a recent meeting at HOG, Homeless Advocacy Working Group. I'm a member over there at HOG, and HOG is a group of Oakland residents that want to become involved in helping the homeless and resolving the Oakland's many homeless issues. And so anyway, the Lake Merritt Lodge is one of those buildings that the city of Oakland tried at one point to purchase from the actual owner. The owner is Mahanez Kazan. He's the owner of the building currently, and Oakland could use and apply for and pay for a majority of this with the home key housing funding that is provided by Alameda County and the state. And so Rebecca Kaplan also supports acquiring the Lake Merritt Lodge. HOG recommends acquiring the Lake Merritt Lodge, and the program is very successful in the sense that in its time that it's been in place, 115 people can live in Lake Merritt Lodge at a time. And then out of that, so what they've done, they've been able to move 35 folks into permanent supportive housing with continuum of care. And then the other 80 residents have qualified and been issued Section 8 vouchers. And so those are important instruments and tools to help those individuals to get into housing. But of course, we know that unfortunately, housing is very expensive here in Oakland, and a lot of landlords are avoiding the Section 8 vouchers like the plague, because they don't want to get locked in to that type of housing and long-term housing for a person. So, but some of the problems that Oakland has right now, it is possible that this program will end in June of this year, 2023. It is possible. And I say that it is possible in the sense that we don't have an administrator, homeless administrator, to advocate to keep that site for the future. And right now, Oakland currently pays $59,000 per bed in Lake Merritt Lodge. That's a lot of money if you think about it. And that's the annual cost, $59,000 per bed annually. And there is a way that the city can cut that cost significantly, which I have been endorsing and I have been advocating for, and many other agencies. We need to get rid of these third-party agencies that the city and county have contracted with, because they are not accountable for how they spend those very, very important tax dollars, and they are not accountable to the people that they're supposed to help get into housing. And so we've had many audits, and a lot of those audits have been very eye-opening. But what we need to do is go back, look at purchasing the Lake Merritt Lodge using home key funding and raising other funds. We get rid of third-party intervention groups, third-party oversight groups, because we are paying a lot of money to the oversight group, which is HCEB, Housing Consortium of the East Bay, is in charge of the oversight for the Lake Merritt Lodge. And right now, City of Oakland could have the personnel to do all of the same things in-house. I know that there's a city official that works in the Lake Merritt Lodge to kind of keep an eye on HCEB, because there's been a lot of complaints about HCEB, and I'm one of those that is very vocal against them and how they operate. So City of Oakland does have an official in there. I know her. I talk to her regularly. And so she's trying to find out what else that can be done to get me into that program. But it may not be feasible because it's going to be ending soon. So if it's going to be ending soon, I don't want to go there, that's for sure. But we need to get rid of third-party agencies and oversight here in Oakland and start running this with in-house work, because we already have the department for it, the homeless department and the homeless administration. And so we have new people coming in, we have them being trained, they're being certified. So this is a great opportunity to cut those costs, not spend and waste those tax dollars on those third-party agencies that are not accountable to you or I, for how they spend those tax dollars, and if they even help anybody at all. So we need to make real changes here, and the Lake Merritt Lodge is one of those buildings that we need to keep to help the homeless. It is a successful program, but we need to make some changes to that program to cut those costs so that it is more affordable. By removing a third-party oversight, in this case, we could cut those costs by 50%. So instead of paying, instead of having a $3.4 million shortfall, we could actually be on budget. We could eliminate all of that $3.4 million expenditure for those third-party agencies. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.